Welcome to our 100th episode!
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
And 100 episodes ago, we became the
Barbershop Duet.
Hey, thank you so much for being such a massive part of our journey. None of this happens without you here.
No.
Thank you so much for watching our little show.
And all of our subscribers and comments. We never would have thought it could have blossomed to this already.
Being the best community in the world.
So
and
supportive.
The most interesting people from all over the world. And we just
country.
could not be more grateful.
So
Thank
true.
you all for, even at the very beginning when we said we're going to do 1 or 2 episodes a week, saying, no, we want more episodes. So yes, thank you so much, because this is the pace at which we really feel like we're having fun and we're going to open all the soaps we want. And just thank you so much for having us and being here. And to Gentleman's Nod for sponsoring our whole day of episodes today. We could not be more grateful. Chris, thank you so much. We started our day with Musashi, this absolutely beautiful charmer of a soap that I still have not gotten over. But before we dive into our soaps today, I wanted to mention, speaking of this incredible community, I got a surprise box in the mail yesterday from our new friend Jeremy, who runs Mountain Hair Shaving. He's taking a little break from things right now, but he wanted me to have a couple of his brushes.
It was so sweet. He reached out to surprise Marcus. He didn't even know.
I had no idea till it got here. This one, look at this one, y'all. It's just beautiful. Look how
And
it's
the
sort
coin
of
on the bottom.
translucent and beautiful, and he has no coin on the bottom. And y'all, this is the densest knot I have yet experienced, and I had a fantastic shave with it yesterday.
You'll see it working today.
He sent this one too, y'all. And not to put too fine a point on it, but he sent me a razor, my first vintage Gillette Tech. Look at this, y'all. And it's got a date code on it, and it says Marcas under it. Marcas.
Yeah, almost
I
like
don't know
they
if
kind
that
of
was
knew.
coordinated or not, but yo, thank you, buddy. And thank all of you for just being the most amazing folks and making sure we've got enough awesome stuff to keep our little
It's
show
just
going.
so nice to
and-
see those in the shave tent and be like, oh, Jeremy sent that.
know,
Oh, so,
and-
it really does mean something to us.
Yeah, that he just wanted me to have these. He didn't even care if we mentioned him on the show.
Right,
So
something he made
we're going to
with his
mention him
own
on the show.
hands.
Right. So thank you so much, Jeremy, and to all of you. And what do we have today? We're so grateful to Chris at Gentleman's Nod, because when we reached out and we said, Chris, we have a few soaps on the piano that you already gifted us. And why don't we just put them together for a Gentleman's Nod celebration for our 100th episode? So he did send us this soap. What do we got today?
So our next one is Calabria, which I really don't know too much about, but the logo on it is gorgeous. And everything we've done from him, they're kind of similar, but they're so different. So I'm really curious where this fits, because people talk about it so fondly.
Yes, and I love that her favorite soap in our whole cabinet is Coseca Catalana, one that we did kind of at the beginning of our journey. And it's based on an area of Spain where her grandmother is from.
It really is.
And when I smell it, I do. It just reminds me of her. And it's so cool. So we're so lucky that we have our day of Gentleman's Nod soaps today to make 4 new friends. And I'm excited. Let's meet the soap. All right, so this is from the sales page at gentlemansnod.com. When developing Calabria, we wanted to take an experience that is bright, effervescent, and uplifting. Imagine the scene overlooking the beauty of an Italian coastline, engaged in light conversation among friends. You order brunch while sipping on what in the world? While sipping on an Aperol Spritz?
We're going to have to investigate that.
Hey, one Aperol Spritz over here.
2.
The sun is shining bright while the sounds of birds and the ocean are carried on a gentle breeze. This is Calabria.
Well, okay. We've been to Spain with them.
I
We
want
just
to
went
go.
Japan,
Yeah.
and now we're gonna go
This
to
is
Italy.
around the world in 80 ways. Let's unbox it. This is a box that's been on the piano from the beginning, y'all. And we just want to mention that between Chris and the BBS Live, These friends of ours believed in us from day one, and they had some beautiful gifted things for us at the very beginning of our journey, not knowing if we were going to burn out at episode 50 or not. But hey, we are just
They
getting
believed
started.
in us, yeah.
And we wanted to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts for that
Really?
belief in us at the beginning, because it meant the world. And here we are 100
Yeah.
episodes later with a sticker! Ladies and gentlemen, there's a sticker from Gentleman's Not
We
Bad
added
Shaving
new cabinets
Cabinet.
to our cabinet, so we can
sure
sneak some
did. We
more
got like 3 or 4 new ones,
stickers.
so we need more stickers.
And then.
And ladies and gentlemen,
Uh-huh.
there's a note from the man himself. Thanks,
Thanks,
Marcus and
Sarah.
Sarah. So excited for you two to try these. Enjoy and shave well.
We
from Chris.
will. Oh, thanks, Chris. Okay, so I think I there's a few in here, as you know, but I think I found the right one. Yes, there we go. Woo! Look at that. Oh, it's such like an
Wow.
island vibe.
And I love how it's a little bit abstract.
Yeah,
Show the
look at those
people.
colors. And it has, again, look at, you can see the fun reflective.
Whoa, and the foil in
I
the
don't even know
title
if you
is
can
like
tell.
rainbow, y'all. It's
Yeah.
not one color, it's all of them.
Right?
But you don't see it unless the light hits it.
Right. Goodness, okay, hold on. We gotta,
What else we got?
Let me make sure I got
Oh,
the right one.
ladies and gentlemen, I don't mean to alarm you, but
Yes,
we may have an
we do
EDP
have an
sample in
EDP.
here, y'all. Oh, and we love trying
snap.
the gentleman's nods in different forms because we know that Chris, as the perfumer,
Yes.
he mixes the things slightly differently,
So
whether
this
you're smelling the
means
soap
something.
or the EDP, depending on the medium. So, whoa, I did the last first impression. I think it's your turn. Let's do a first impression. I can't think of a more beautiful label to do our 100th episode on. You know.
I didn't even
I'm just-
realize, but I put a fun colored shirt on. I didn't think it
You
was good.
did. I just want to stare at this for a
Oh,
moment.
right. Okay, we got to break the seal here. It's
Oh,
going
yeah,
down.
the seal's still on the sealed for your protection,
It
and the
is.
label conveniently in English.
You know, we did not open this yet.
Okay, I did the last one.
Okay,
so
I'll do the
first
honors.
impression. I like watching
Our
her
100th episode.
face. Here we go.
Okay.
Our 99th first impression, because the first episode was our intro video.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Wow, it's different. It's 'cause
She drew a nose circle, y'all. Did you see that? She went 360 degrees with her nose. That means something.
It is different.
Yeah, you like it?
I do, but I don't want to say too much because
here
I
we
want
go.
you to you
Oh,
saw it
I'm
first.
kind of hoping to smell something like these beautiful blues and
It
greens. on
does
the
feel,
cover.
I have to say, a little international. So,
Olay! I'm on
you
board.
wanna-
Okay, here we go.
it's so fun and different, though. There is maybe a tiny little ounce of a boozy
Chris.
thing. I don't know what that brunch
What did
hint
you
was.
do? Oh, back up. I'm still taking this all in like a giant painting.
Now you can see why I did the extra long whiff, whiff, whiff.
Whoa. Y'all, I remember walking into the gallery and seeing Washington crossing the Delaware. It's not a painting. It takes up the whole wall of a giant room, and you just feel little next to how big and beautiful it is. Y'all, that's what I just see that I'm just getting a small part of this. But I'm getting a sense of how big this is.
And even from the label, that like beautiful image, coastline.
Y'all,
All the colors.
this is an aquatic on a whole different level. On a whole
But
different
does
level.
it make sense why I mean like international?
Absolutely.
It's a
Absolutely.
different
Because
coast.
the fruits and the trees and everything are a little bit
Yeah.
different than what we have here. This is what I smell on vacation.
Right.
Y'all, hear my words. Ready? This starts as an aquatic, and then you start moving inland. It doesn't stay that way, and I've never experienced that so far.
Yeah.
Always the aquatics are like, they leave you in the ocean. Where you, but this,
Yeah.
y'all, this starts with the blues and the greens and a beautiful version of a really rich, sophisticated aquatic.
Yeah.
And then it brings you in.
Do you get any little at the
Wow.
very end, like a slight little boozy, not
Yes.
champagne?
You know what?
but
It's
something.
This is what I love. By the end of this, it's no longer aquatic at all.
Gone.
Get that out of your head.
Citrus and some kind
How's
of a
it do
boozy
that?
something.
Yo, you go on a whirlwind tour, and yes, on the way out the door, they hand you a drink.
Yeah, but it's a very
Y'all,
faint. hint
y'all,
one.
you're not driving home because they're handing you a drink on the way out.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna meander home, and blissfully so.
And I feel like wherever we're sitting, it's like an outdoor patio, a beautiful view. There's clearly ocean. There's like natural trees and stuff around.
I know we're still talking, but I'm gonna build a lather.
yeah, please
with
lather
this
while we
guy.
chat. And
Oh, the beautiful!
Hey, there we go.
Look how soft it is.
It's interesting. If I had to put like a few of the gentleman's nods together,
Yeah.
I think I would put a little hit of the bluegrass muse meets...
Mixing your soaps. How dare you?
But if you could combine a few different soaps of Gentleman's Knots to get an idea for someone that hasn't smelled this, I think you could pull a little bit of Blue Glass Muse, a little bit of the boozy side, and then a little bit of the Catalana, like being outdoor fresh side.
Okay.
And then there's a little citrusy stuff from the Vincent. So if you could put those all together, that would sort of get you in the right lane to smell this.
Of Gentleman's Knot right here, everybody.
Just to put you in the perspective of where this sort of takes me.
And I got to tell you, I had shied away a little bit at the beginning from knots on my brushes. They were a little more dense and things like that. I kind of liked the looseness, the softer bristles. But this one that Jeremy sent is a very dense knot. It's a brand new, beautiful synthetic knot. And I built a lather last night with it that was overflowing. So a lot of times the denseness of the knot may not exactly be about applying it to your face. It may be helping you build the lather in your bowl. Now, I know in 100 episodes we have not ever mentioned a lather, but what do you think of this?
Wow, yeah, that you haven't even gotten all the soap out yet, and it's waking up.
Yo,
do you smell
I know. Y'all, this is our honeycomb bowl from Monica over at Vanulay. We have had this bowl from the very beginning, and I like that it sort of helps let you know how much water the soap is still asking for, because you can press your soap into the honeycomb, and if it still needs a little more water to be coaxed out, it'll tell you, hey, I'm still here.
Yeah, don't forget about me.
Very cool.
Yeah, look at that lather. It is waking up quickly.
Y'all, when it changes the hairstyle of the brush itself, that's a good lather.
This handle has a good weight on the brush, though. It has a fun weight.
And I love how it feels in your hand.
Okay, take a whiff off the puck there. We'll do a little.
Here's
get back to business.
Comparative whiff, everybody.
Okay, and then see what wakes up here.
Whoa.
I don't know exactly what happened, but it's definitely more aerated and mixed up somehow. I was like
put there. With this, I was seeing a painting of the place.
All
with
the
that,
layers.
I'm there. I can't take a whiff deep enough for this because it keeps getting better as I go, and I'm going, the more you inhale, the better it's going to get. Keep breathing in. I'm going to use this for singing classes.
There you go.
Here, keep breathing in. Keep breathing in.
Yeah, stretch those lungs. But there is something aquatic, outdoorsy, citrusy, refreshing. I do feel like it's morning, it's sunlight outside. Yes. Like, I know they mentioned brunch, but I do get that morning vibe.
And there are people like me who can spend the day in the ocean, but I know there are those that just like to take a quick dip, cool off, get out and go do something fun. That's what this soap does. It throws you in the ocean at first, lets you crawl out onto the beach, and then you can go adventure into wherever you want. This takes you into the trees, into the flowers. In fact, let's find out where this is taking us.
So we avoided reading the first half earlier because we didn't want to give away all of the secrets, but this is what it really says. Citrus aromatic fragrances with a Mediterranean flair have always been a bit of a, quote, guilty pleasure for me. Well, we see why. Yeah. This is particularly true when they are anchored by the extraordinary citrus from Calabria bergamot. Is
that a place?
Is that a place?
Called Bergamot? Now, we saw a picture of our first bergamot
we
today,
did!
and we were like, is that what that looks like?
It's like a lime with bumps.
It's like a freaky lime? Like a lime that's been out like...
Yeah, we didn't know.
Whoa, and then it is at once bright and invigorating with a unique bittersweet tartness. Yeah. Its uniqueness is bolstered by the subtle floral and herbal elements that hide just beneath the surface.
True.
Like a polished gemstone, it has many exemplary facets that shine through when combined with complementary notes.
Well, heck, that's the thing.
Wow, that was beautiful.
Beautifully
and
explains
he put
it.
that exactly right. Beautiful.
Right? Like, I think that's what you're trying to say, but he totally put it all together
and
right
y'all,
there.
That sparkle that he refers to of those gemstones, halfway through the whiff, that's what you get.
Yep.
The first half of the whiff, you're beautifully in the ocean enjoying the coast, and the second half of that whiff just sends glitter into my brain.
Yeah, bittersweet tartness.
Yes.
That's a thing.
Yeah. Yes, it's not a crazy sweet citrus, y'all. And the floral is not enough to make this a overly sweet balance. That floral just dances with the citrus and comes out perfectly balanced right down the middle. Like, gentleman's nod, sometimes, like, let's have a grown-up conversation, y'all. Citrus can be a little scary for me.
Yes, or a little overpowering
There
sometimes.
is something about the way Chris handles this that if you have citrus, Chris, bring it on. I love the way you do it. I mentioned during the Vincent episode that he basically fixed grapefruit for me. Grapefruit and I did not used to get along, and now we see each other twice a week for lunch.
It's true. It's true.
And it's because of Vincent for Gentleman's Nod. So, wow. If y'all ever have a scent note that you're wonky about, go over to the GN website, pick something up with that in it, because I bet you he's fixed it for you.
So we've been so obsessed with the soap, we forgot about the EDP.
And the beautiful EDP. Look how these samples come, y'all.
Yeah,
I
gorgeous.
just dropped one in the bathroom, and I can confirm these are made of glass.
It's true.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Uh-huh. Or do you want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
There we go.
Air it out.
Just that.
Wow.
I'm catching it here. I want to know the guy that wears that. Wow. I want to know the guy that wears that.
Bittersweet tartness. Then you get the little sweet, then you get the spices that are there. And then I know it just was because there's alcohol in the spray, but I got like a full-on champagne drink or something. Whatever that spritz something they were talking about.
And she even said, are you sure you want to do an episode for our 100th that is a soap we know absolutely nothing about? Yep. I'm sure glad we did this one, y'all, because this is extraordinary. I will always remember this episode.
Yeah.
Wow. Just because I can't whiff deep enough. And this is different. I know that Chris delicately adjusts the balance between the soap and the EDP and the bar soap and the different ways that the fragrance is contained, because each medium requires a slightly different focus. So y'all,
there's something about from here, and I'm getting, like when you first bust open an orange or a lemon in the peel, or a bergamot, and you get that little poof from the peel, that zest is what I'm getting from here.
Right. Yes, absolutely.
It's like it's straight off the actual fruit.
Whoa.
It's real.
And it is balanced. It's not in here. Hear my words. So I'll get this out of your head before I even say it. But there's something as beautiful and calming as a powder in this. That's not a powder. It's done with the citrus and the floral.
Or a spice.
Yep.
But it does represent.
But if you like powder forward scents, you will love this, because this has something in all of those that gives something that's just as beautiful and comforting as a talc scent for me somehow. But it's not.
I feel like this is a good soap for almost anyone. It has a little bit of the citrus. Yeah. It has a little bit of the sweet. It has the spice, and it paints that image of a little bit of the aquatic part to it.
Right.
Like I know it says Mediterranean flair, which is super fun, but there is something in it that I really feel like if not many people had smelled a shave soap before, I would definitely want to be like, just take a whiff of this.
Because if you are a hard and fast member of the community, you've got some soaps in your closet that are a little adventurous, like Vandal, that smells like drying paint, or Backyard, that smells like a backyard in summer, right? But if you're inviting a friend over to your shave den and you just want to knock their socks off with something that's more inviting into the whole world, this might be the one. Major contender, y'all. So if you are new, and I know our show is designed to be a little bit of a landing pad for the newbies out there, we don't say this often, in fact, maybe once in 100 episodes, but this would be a fabulous starter soap if you just want to get your feet wet into something real and serious. It's like you just started reading, and I'm going to give you Ernest Hemingway. Yeah, I am. And in fact, there's a soap that's based on Ernest Hemingway over at the Gentleman's Nod.
Go check it out.
But yeah, I am, because it's beautiful and it's inviting and it is not too crazy, and it's just amazing. Like Steinbeck. John Steinbeck can write a passage that'll change your life, and he'll do it without any words that are longer than 3 syllables. Like, it's crazy. And it's this. This is just the simplicity and the beauty of these scent notes and this natural balance just knocking me over.
Now that we've got the soap and the EDP and all of that, let's take it a little deeper and see what we can pull from there.
Let's go down. Wow, how does this relate to Coseca Catalana?
For me, it's just knowing it's outdoors and it's coastal. Yeah. I know they're both, like European kind of one,
Because Catalana was less like aquatic for me and more about the harvest. You got a peach in there.
There was a different floral. But there's something about this that, the sun's out. It could be maybe a little more springtime. It just has a little bit more of that brightness to it. Yeah.
And it's citrus on the tree. I don't know how better to explain that, but my grandpa had a farm, and he had a couple of giant trees just outside, orange and grapefruit. And there's just something about the smell of citrus that is literally still growing on the tree that smells a little different, and it is captured in this.
There's something in the EDP that has a little more zest to it.
Ooh,
it's a little more citrusy. So if you're not, if you like the citrus, this might be more of the platform to smell it
and
in.
a little bit more classically cologne-y and perfumey somehow in this. Where this is a little bit more adventurous as a shave soap. I feel like this is a little bit more of a cologne-y balance. And I love that Chris does mix them a little differently depending on where they're going. So very cool that I can actually pick that up.
And there's something, yes, it's definitely more citrus, but there is like a flower, an herb, a little woodsy something.
An herb and a flower. Absolutely.
Combo.
And they're pulling each other apart. And it's just delicious, y'all. Wow.
Yeah, I gotta say, every time I go to take a whiff, it just gets longer and longer.
I know.
Wait, there's more.
I know.
I can't stop.
What a great shave for your legs. I don't know why that has just hit me, but whoa, talk about a vacation and just slather this all over your legs. We just have to keep it up here, but she can go all over with it.
It's true. I got a little more landscape to work with. But I do have to say, this could go either way. I don't get hit completely masculine or feminine.
No.
At all.
Nope. This is just something awesome.
It is. Anyone would enjoy it.
It just goes right down the middle, right? And much like I've said before, if there's a song that Ella Fitzgerald sings, it'll be feminine. And then when Frank Sinatra sings, it'll be masculine. And so when you smell this on me, what's going to come out? What are the masculine edges?
There's a little bit more undertone. Like, I think I would get less of the higher parts of the fruit or the floral. Yeah. And a little bit more of that undertone to it. Yeah. But the aquatic kind of comes out, the woodsy.
Sure.
But then
you.
Yeah. Because smell, I know the EDP is a little different, but there's something sweet to it. I don't know if it's honey. There's like something in there.
Y'all.
That's a little different.
The way the wood pulls against the citrus in the EDP is completely magic. Because I know like a burnt orange smell has a little woodiness innately to it already, but like the way this fresh orange is pulling against a wood that's not its own, like a seed or against
there's
something. There's something magic. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is be born into show business and bored out of your minds. Be on your walk on your average Friday and start talking about maybe starting a little show, maybe on YouTube about shaving soap, something just charming and delightful that everybody just seems to love. And then, who knows, turn on your camera, start filming an episode, and 100 episodes later, you might be able to get your own! So, go on over to gentlemansnod.com for this and a wide range of other cool stuff.
Shave with Calabria, and boy, was it wonderful. The lather woke up immediately, and it just was so thick on my legs. I loved every second of it, and the scent just went all through the bathroom, and I felt like I was on an Italian escape somewhere. So I will definitely back to use this again. It is a wonderful, wonderful experience. Welcome to Messages.
Hey, so one of our lucky subscribers is going to win a patented Barbershop Duet whiff pack of all 4 of our soaps from today so that you can get a little smell of your own and see what they're like along with us. So all you have to do is be one of our subscribers, and we're going to have a little giveaway at the end of our 4th episode today and send out a little sample of these 4 smells to one of you, and just to say thank you and be grateful for being here with us on Saturdays and Wednesdays and being a part of the Barbershop Duet family.
Thank you.
Perfect. Perfect for our 100th
Somehow
episode.
this was supposed to just land on today.
It's the perfect soap. It's masculine. It's feminine. It's right out there, and it's mysterious. It's deep, and it's simple. It's just light
It's exactly
and spicy.
what got us into this.
It's everything that we got into this for.
It
and
is.
Oh, just absolutely delightful. I can't believe this was hiding on the piano for so long, and I didn't know what it smelled
But I get, there was just a reason. We kept waiting. We couldn't figure out where to sneak it on the schedule, and it just found its way to where it was supposed to be.
Yep. So, hey, BBS Live and Gentleman's Nod, thank you so much for making sure that we knew about these soaps at the very beginning of our journey and for crafting such beautiful and magnificent things to make our little me time mean that much more. Yes. It really does mean something.
It does. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
It's next, and you'll smell better just watching it.